Welcome back to Pitt Beyond the Script as we resume once again with Coach Jeff Capel of the men's basketball program. You're heading into ACC play, kind of a quirk of the schedule. You get North Carolina twice in 10 days. Is that something you prefer as a coach, less scouting, or would you prefer to have that spread out?
I'd prefer to have it spread out, but it's just the way the schedule is, and you have to do what the schedule says. You have to play who's on the schedule. And so we're going to play them twice in a couple of weeks. That's not something that's incredibly exciting, playing North Carolina with the tradition of their program. But we are excited about the opportunity.
You know, Mike Tomlin uses the phrase getting on a moving train when a player is injured or having to jump into the lineup. Gerald Drumgoole is a guy that, as a freshman now, is going to have to jump in an ACC play due to injuries. How difficult is that?
It's difficult when you don't have a lot of experience. You know, and he had played, I think, 4 games before he got hurt and was out for a while. And when you come back, and you're coming back right in the heart of ACC play, and you don't have these other games to kind of build up to it, it's definitely difficult. But we need him. You know, Gerald's a guy that has a good feel for the game. He's a big body, he has good length. We think he can shoot the basketball, and we think he's a guy that can really drive it in straight lines, and because of his strength and physicality, we think he's a guy that can get fouled. And so we need him to continue making progress as a basketball player with his conditioning, with his timing, and just getting back to being the good player that we know he is.
You talk about that court awareness. Drumgoole had a really nice little slip pass to Champagnie.
Drumgoole to Champagnie.
Nice drop off by Drumgoole.
And Justin Champagnie has been really, really good for you.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. I mean, Gerald has a feel for the game. One of the things that early before he got hurt that I was a little bit surprised with in a positive way, his passing ability. That's something that, I mean, I knew he could pass, but just his feel and his ability to see things. That's something that we need. Justin has been really good as a freshman, and one of the things hopefully he can do is become consistently good, become a guy that consistently knock the shot down from the perimeter, but also not fall in love with that. You know, slashing, attacking the basket, being all over the offensive glass, being a really good defender. He still has a long way to go to get better of understanding of being down on the stance and talking and playing through a little bit of fatigue because he's going to have to play heavy minutes for us. But he's done some really good things as a freshman.
Meanwhile, now you have your guys that have been through it. Xavier Johnson, Trey McGowan, Audice Toney. You're waiting for him to get healthy. How much can those guys help the younger guys like Drumgoole and Champagnie who haven't yet been through the grind of an ACC schedule?
Johnson to Hamilton.
Well, hopefully they can help a lot because they do have experience, those 3 guys, and then also Terrell Brown. Those are guys that have been through. They've been through on the road in the ACC. They've been through an ACC schedule. They know the difficulty. They know the challenge. They know the things that are required. And so hopefully they can share those experiences. They can talk about the things that are needed in order to put yourself in the position to win.
Good look for Champagnie. Battling on the boards. It's Eric Hamilton putting it back up and in.
And, you know, there are little things that I think maybe, you know, fans don't even think about. The first road games coming up in the ACC. What's it like to have a little bit of a break and then come back and jump into ACC play? Little things that are all adjustments for young players.
Yeah, and just the heart of ACC. You know, we played Florida State early, and then we didn't, you know, have another ACC game until December. We were at Louisville. Everyone you play against is going to be good. They're going to, if you're on the road, they're going to be outstanding venues that you play in, home court advantages. Players are talented, the coaches are good. Most of the teams in this league are experienced. They're a little bit older. They've been through the grind. That's something that's difficult, you know, especially for a freshman because these guys have played harder. They've had to focus more. They've had to do all these things at a higher level than they've ever done in their life. Do you hit a wall? And can you push through that wall when it happens? Because inevitably it's going to happen, but can you push through? And hopefully we have some guys that have some experience that can share that and help these guys get through it.
Well, it's certainly going to be fun to watch the team develop through the ACC conference play. Coach, thanks very much.
Appreciate
Best
it.
of luck.
Thank you.
All right, thanks very much. That'll conclude this edition of Pitt Beyond the Script.